Hello, welcome back to my vlog. My gosh, I was not sure if I would be sat here saying this. It's only been a few days since I picked up the camera, about a week, but at this end it's felt like a lifetime. I've been through a real crisis of confidence, to be honest. Not in myself, I feel fine, but in terms of vlogging, I don't know, but something struck me yesterday and I think this is why. I don't really watch food, obviously. I don't really watch vlogs anymore, and I think that's really affected my thoughts on whether other people do and if it's interesting for people to watch my vlogs. So I stopped watching like the fashion and beauty vlogs that I watched around December time, and I've just not looked back. I've not been tempted to switch them on once. I've absolutely not. And I started watching like a lifestyle country cottage vlog, which I watch a little bit, and it's called the Cottage Fairy, but the gap is just a little bit big. I seem to sit somewhere in the middle in terms of what I want to watch, what I'm interested in. So this lady in the cottage like makes candles and things, that's lovely, I do that, but she likes sketching and hanging around picking flowers and smelling them, which is lovely, and I definitely do that, but I don't really want to watch someone else do that. I don't know if that's interesting. I don't want to film myself doing that. Like, if it just happened naturally, yes, but I think I would find it awkward to intentionally just go to the garden and film myself being peaceful. Maybe because I'm not an entirely peaceful person. I'm a chaotic mess of different things. So yeah, I've spent the last week saying to the Man Cub, I'm just finishing editing the Cornwall vlog. I'm not going to start filming another one. I'm not going to bother. I just don't think I can do it anymore. And he was really disappointed, which surprised me. Anyway, I've got a plan for that because I think he needs to help me. I'm a very busy woman and I really need his support on this. So yeah, I'm thinking about asking him if he would help me because I find him quite interesting and cool, and I'm sure you would too. So I'll let you know more on that anyway. But if you watched the last vlog, we just came back from our trip in Cornwall, and honestly, the English weather was terrible. There is no other word for it, it was shit. It rained a lot. We managed a couple of day trips, and I love filming the things like the day trips because I'm so invested in day trips as a whole, but stuff like National Trust places because I find them fascinating, and I think if you are also interested in history or English life, things like that are really good to watch. So I enjoyed our days out, but they were few and far between this time, and I don't think I'm in a rush to go back even when it gets warmer. I just don't think I'll be bothered. Anyway, we're back. I was looking forward to getting back, and I had loads of time to think because I was stuck inside because it was tipping down with rain, and all I was thinking about was the jobs we've got on at home and that I'm really going to make an effort to ticking them off in the next couple of months. That is what we're going to do. So I've got out my little notebook, as you do. And that reminds me, something came in the post yesterday which also really perked me up. It was a real pleasant surprise, and that made me think as well, do you know, if I didn't do this, then how would I share all the wonderful things, the individual things that people make that other people will love? I love sharing people's little businesses, and it was a genuine surprise to receive. I'll go and get it shortly. I'm just on my lunch break from work anyway. As you can tell, you can't tell because it's down there. I'm at my desk in the corner of my office stroke dressing room, but I've just been down to consult with the Man Cub, and the first job we are going for is the patio in the back garden. Spring has sprung. All this faff and run up to spring, I was like posting, spring is nearly here, spring, where are you? All of that stuff. Spring arrived a couple of days ago when my head was absolutely gone, and now it's spring. So it's a little bit warmer, which means we can start the outside jobs. And so that is what we're going to do. So hopefully this weekend we're going to go and price up some actual stone locally and measure it properly, and that's it. In the next week or so, just go hell for leather, buy these stone and plan the job. There'll be a slight lapse as to whether we do it pre-holiday or post because I booked us a trip. We are off to Italy in about 4 weeks. So let's see if we can fit it in before or after. But I'm so looking forward to this. I will show you in a little bit where we've booked, but we're basically going to the Amalfi Coast, which is going to be a dream. It will be our first proper holiday since COVID. So yeah, so patio is the first job. And then I've had a quote back from the builder on the window finally for the spare room downstairs that's currently the Man Cub's office, and it's in budget. I can't believe it, it's in budget. So I'm going to go ahead with the roof light window, and I had a notification on my work phone. I thought it was something fascinating. It absolutely was not. We're going to go ahead with it, and so that room can also have its transformation. And then the third room is our bedroom, which is less of a priority because it's comfy, it's just not particularly exciting. So yes, that's going to fill up quite a lot of stuff I think the next few weeks. And the thought of not showing you the transformation journey at home and not taking you to the Amalfi Coast was a little bit sad. But yeah, I was just, oh shit, that timer was because I was cooking something. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. Nobody was harmed. It was just soup. Even I can't burn soup. When I was downstairs, I picked up the package. So I got in from work last night and there was a package for me. And I said to the Man Cub, I haven't ordered anything. 100%, I promise, it wasn't me. I've ordered something, actually not true, I've ordered some things, but I missed them. When we were away, they were delivered and I need to collect them from the post office. Sorry, missus. Can't bear to be on her own for 3 minutes. Say hello to the world. Well, you came for a sleep. My mistake. I'm a dog bed now. I opened the package and there's a little note in it, and it was this. And I was like, I don't know who Pam is. First of all, I thought it was from the lady that runs Kate Please, but I was quite convinced her name was Kate. And then I've only just worked out now who it's from, I think, and I've messaged them to check. It says, a little thank you for sharing your journey and making me smile, from Pam. And it's the creatures. It's all the little creatures that I love. And here is the thing. And I can see what it is. I knew what it was going to be, but I can see what it is through the paper. But it's the cutest thing. And in that moment, I was like, that really made me smile. I could have cried. And I thought, let the vlogging continue. And this is what it is. It's the little fox coaster. I will look up the name of what the fox is called, but it's so cute. The packaging is so cute. It's really sweet. Now, I think it's a lady that watches the vlog and she follows me on Instagram, and I just messaged her to check if it's her, because actually I wasn't sure. Her Instagram account is called Franklin and I thought that was her name, but now I'm thinking that's her house name and that she is Pam. But we will find out. I'll let you know later. What a mystery. But this is so bloody cute and I'm going to unwrap it later. I'm just working now. But yeah, another little fox to add to my fox collection, because I am Paula Fox. And although married now technically, so I'm Paula Fox Yagus. But that really, really made my week. So very happy indeed. So that's the end of the working day. I'm going to fill you in on some things. So at the weekend it was Mother's Day and Mum and Barry came over and we took them for a meal at a new restaurant locally. I was underwhelmed. It was quite expensive. That's all I'm going to say. We're now sitting in a dog restaurant. Oh Dorothy, why do you look so guilty? She's gone. Are you guilty? Come here. Come and give us some love. Come here, fatty. Oh, straight in my bag. Right, basically, my mum brought over with us some gifts for myself and Man Cub from Fortum Mason. These are wedding gifts. So I haven't seen my sisters since the wedding in December, so they sent some things for us. Quite cute. Very cute. The first one is pistachio and clotted cream biscuits. If you don't know Fortum Mason, it's a really big British brand in London. Really old, really English, and they have a few outlets actually. I don't know them as well as Harrods for obvious reasons, but I do know that they have within the big flagship store in London, a few different restaurants inside, but it's all around British afternoon tea and picnics and things like that. And they have an outlet in the train station, St Pancras. I've been past there and I always admire the baskets in the window. They are the wicker baskets you might have seen. I'll post a picture in. Really iconic, very British. Yeah, I've never been to the main store, but we are going to get to go, and I'll tell you why. So biscuits, milk, chocolate, and they're all themed, and so this chocolate bar is called Meltdown at Carnegie Hall. Hope I've pronounced that right. I think it's a famous concert hall. So, and the packaging looks like a piano, very cute. And this is raspberry, rose and almond Florentines. Very cute, love Florentines. And the pièce de la résistance, tea. I might as well just go the whole hog now and rename the vlog Hello, I'm British, how's things? Yeah, tea. So Royal Blend, 50 tea bags, the signature tin that signifies you've got some really posh tea, and then inside Cinnabons. Bad luck for the man cook because he doesn't drink tea at all, although you do like tea without milk with lemon in, don't you? Yeah, that's the Polish way to drink it. So all is not lost. He does like black tea very occasionally, so I will try and surprise him with some. But beautiful tin, gorgeous present. Yeah, really lovely box of gifts, bag of gifts. And then this little package, the wrapping paper is very cute, really gorgeous. It had a ribbon on it, and we had a further surprise in it, which was a voucher. And it's in a little book actually. It's a Virgin Experience voucher. I think that's who Fortum Mason do their vouchers through. Paula and Adrian, that's our grown-up names. Congratulations to you both from Vicky and Sarah. Fortum Mason champagne afternoon tea for two in the Diamond Jubilee Tea Salon. And then it goes on to tell you all about the brand. You know me, I love a bit of British history. I'm obsessed, in fact. I would say it's a hobby of mine. I'll just tell you a little bit. Since 1707, that's how old it is, Fortum Mason have grown from an exceptional grocer in the heart of London to one of the world's prominent destination stores. So 300 years. And it's all about the tea there. So yeah, we've got 12 months to take it. I mean, that's enough time, I would say. Lovely present, unexpected. We had loads of gifts at the time and we didn't really expect anything, so that was lovely to receive. And we do like an experience because we like to do things together. We don't really need any material things because we've been together forever. And we have our little home and it's filled with stuff, so that was very cute to receive. So I shall start to offer the man cook biscuits with every single situation and see if we can make a dent in those. So the man cub has got a new nickname. You might remember that sometimes it gets called Tatty because it's Polish for dad and he's a dog dad. And also he's daddy to the dog. And now he's Taddy. So I thought that was a good compromise for you, Taddy.
Why is it a compromise?
You're a bit Tatco, a bit daddy. You like it?
I'm not sure. I'll let you know.
Okay, good. What's for dinner?
Curry. Chickpea curry.
With no meat.
Yeah, my favourite.
Oh, sorry for your loss. I really probably shouldn't be allowed to order the gusto, but it's my part-time job. And so these little instances are just going to keep happening if I'm left in charge of the food. So spring has officially sprung and I've been so excited to have spring bulbs that they've all already been planted and been growing here for weeks. So we haven't got much going on. In fact, what we've got some mascara here, which is going over a little bit. So that's not excellent news. And then we've got some more here, which is in okay condition, but again, the tips have seen better days. And then sadly, my tete-a-tetes got a bit dry when we were away, and there's nothing else blooming out of here, so that might be the end of that one too. There are some more outside I was quite excited to see, and because some stuff's been outside open to the elements, it has actually bloomed because there's been tons of rain and tiny bits of sun. So what we've got is quite a lot of crocuses. There's still some more to bloom, and actually got a bit of a bash with the wind yesterday, but they're looking quite good. And well, they're not quite so much, a few slow movers in there. And I'd like to say pansies, blooming again. I didn't just plant these either, these are left over from December, so they're on the go again. This is also doing really quite well. And then what I have noticed is finally the muscari that I planted that I'd had from last year is starting to come out. Look a bit different to the ones indoor, but if they keep going at that rate, I'll bring them in and they can be the indoor, ooh, it's cold. They can be the indoor plants for the next week or so. I'll try and pick up some fresh flowers at the weekend because I haven't had any for a couple of weeks. I think the man cub got me the last lot, so it'd be nice to get some. And I keep seeing people's photos and they've got little bits of gypsophilia in the corners, which looks lovely and really quite rustic. I do love gypsophilia, so and it's really cheap as well, so I might pick up some of that. I am freezing. I'm using a new camera because the man cub has swapped me. Although I don't think that was by choice, and it still is camera, so we're on borrowed time. But yeah, I'm just getting used to it. It's a bit different because there was a screen above on the other one, so you could check that you didn't look ridiculous, and this one has got a screen on the side, so to check what you can see I have to keep looking there, which is a bit awkward because I just look like I'm not paying attention, but I am, I'm here. But the quality looks good. Let me know what you think, but I think if it's about the same, if not a bit better. It looks quite bright actually. I think it might be a better picture, Taddy.
Oh.
I certainly look half decent. In real life, I'm not sure that I do. Right, it's dinner time, so I'm going to give him a hand with the curry and have a bath. We started watching a series I've never watched before when we were away. I can't remember if I mentioned it to you, but we started Luther. It's really quite old. It's on the BBC. We're a few series in now and I'm addicted. It's really good. Idris Elba is a great actor. We actually have 3 of the series on the go. 2 of the series on the go as well. So we have got a lot to get through this weekend. But I'm looking forward to making home plans this weekend, going to look out for some patio slabs, and we're popping over to visit my brother and his wife too with our little nephew Senna, so that will be pretty cute. He's 2. So that'll be lovely, but we're not going to venture too far because it's been a busy few weeks, and after the caravan trip I'm quite honestly very happy to stay in. Very happy. Right, let's go and help the Taddy. Yeah. Shallot. Any shallots? Shallots are really tasty, I like them. And there's something in here. And the light cooking as a tin, Taddy. Dissolve the cleaned coconut in the boiled water. You've got the stock in there. Oh, I see. Wash the spinach, put it dry in the kitchen roll. It's in the car.
What's in the car?
The kitchen roll.
Oh, that's fine. I've never used it.
Why?
No, I just...
Did you just show me that you're not aggressive? You are a little bit aggressive.
I'm not an aggressive.
No.
That's what I'm thinking.
Sweet!
Fucking hell!
You can do it to me. Like,
You little tramp.
like, yeah, look. From that one, no problem.
She don't do shit, she's not picky. Just about ready to serve up, and it's with great delight. Yes, darling?
Yeah. Is that why you cook the soup in?
What? Possibly, why?
It's going to be soup flavoured.
Ah, shit. Are you saying I'm not a good washer-upper? Oh, God, I need a housekeeper. Anyway, it might be spring over here, but it is also still a wee bit nippy. Welcome to England. How's it going?
Yeah, thanks.
Chickpeas are good for you anyway, so it's fine that there's no meat. Ha! You show me you're not aggressive.
Yeah. Just lying to you.
Oh. Good morning. So I've turned up intentionally makeup free. I'm not long back from my PT session because I wanted to show you my makeup routine because I'm really happy with it, and I've been really happy with it for quite some time, and I think it's not got lots of steps in it, and I think you might, if you're interested, you might benefit from it. So at the moment I'm finishing off, I finished all my Caudalie moisturiser, and I'm just finishing off this ESPA moisturiser that I got in my Christmas advent calendar, and I've been really pleased with it. So I've placed an order for an ESPA Skincare set, and it's arrived today, so I think I'll show you it tomorrow. I really wanted to try some of their other products because I've been very impressed with this, and I felt it was on par with Caudalie. If not, some days I felt a little bit more glowing. So you know me, I don't really like to change my skincare because I'm really happy with Caudalie, but yeah, I'm going to give ESPA a little bit more of a go. Now I haven't got much time because I've got work in a minute, but that's why my makeup routine is handy. So I've got some staple products I always use, and you will be aware of this if you watch me already, but this, is it CC cream? CC Red Correct is the perfect base, great for my skin. I've always had the odd different colour and red thread veins, tiny ones that are very noticeable to me, maybe not to other people, but this product has been game changing and I've used it for years. You can get it from Space NK and all the other places, look fantastic, and directly from Eborian as well. I'll link it below, but it's brilliant. So I start off with some of that. Just goes all over. Don't be alarmed that it's green. Try and get it, well, obviously get it on the main bits that you're worried about because it's Red Correct. So my thread veins are just in there. And also it's very good with the dark circles under and over your eyes if you have any colour in there. It really comes into its own once you start to layer the other stuff on top. So on its own it's not a miracle solution, although you will notice straight away a difference. And I had quite a lot of pigmentation on my upper lip before, so I always put an extra bit there. Really helps, I find. And then I'll put a bit on my forehead, although my forehead's the most evenly coloured part of my face, but I don't want it to be a different colour when I've finished. I cannot wait to get a new bathroom. It's very low down on the list though, guys, but I suspect that you may be sick of looking at the shower I don't use, that I half ripped out as soon as we moved in because I was disgusted at the thought of a shower in here, because I don't shower, I bath. Although come summer I'll be in the Man Cub shower downstairs. So put on as much as you think you need. Go over any bits again that you think are just that little bit darker, and then you'll be ready for the next product, which is Laura Mercier primer. At the moment I'm using this one. I've used the one in the pink tube as well, which is really good, it's illuminating. This one kind of makes you, well, you'll see in a minute when I put it on, so less than a pea size. And I go straight for the bits that I want to glow. You can go all over the face, but I'll do the bits that I would like to glow. And you can see already, when this dries, it will stay that glowy. Really good. And actually sometimes I'll just wear those two products and that's enough to not make me look dead. Join me for more beauty tips. How not to look dead. Right, that was those 2 bits, and then I move on to concealer, and I don't wear foundation anymore. Really happy about that, because I used to find that partway through the day it had dried here, or if your face was greasy, now it was greasy with foundation on top, or you'd have the line here, or just I didn't like being overly made up. So yeah, I don't do foundation anymore. I just do concealer because I still don't want dark bits and uneven skin. My concealer of choice is Clé de Peau. I'm an absolute convert to it. I've been using it for months now. Really good, a little bit more price-wise, but very good. They sell it on Look Fantastic, they sell it in Harrods, and you can buy it directly from Clé de Peau. Don't think it's that widely used in the UK, but definitely massive in other countries, and I can see why. It's really good quality. So this one's a pen, a bit like the YSL Touch Eclat, so I'll put some under my eyes, that's where I use it. I'll put some on here where I think I've got the thread veins. I'll put some here where I've got the pigmentation moustache. I've also got a bit of pigmentation here, so I'll just dot a little bit on those and then I'll rub it in. But having less makeup on your face as opposed to being completely covered in foundation is such a nice feeling. It's great. I can even take tops on and off without worrying that I'm getting makeup on them. It's just a brilliant compromise if you want to look pretty and a bit made up but still natural and not worry about excessive makeup. This is the one. So then I just use a teardrop, what they're called, I can never remember what they're called, but anyway, I will just dab it in. It blends in. Oh, it's a blender. It's called a blender, Paula. It will blend in really quickly. And already you will start to see the difference in terms of under the eyes. This just disappears. Just cushions the blow of the any dark marks. They will just be gone. And if you like, you can put more on if you like. I am interested to try the Clé de Peau foundation, but because I don't wear foundation, it's a bit of just my love of makeup is pushing me towards it, like it did with the Dior foundation, but I don't wear foundation anymore, so I don't waste some money. Right, I'll check that that's all rubbed in. And what I would say, what I've noticed as well from paying attention to my habits and my skin, to keep yourself looking glowing all day, just make sure you're having enough water, because otherwise that's why your makeup starts to dry on your face and cake and sink into these lines here. But I do find that the quality of Clé de Peau means that I can be quite dry, and it's nowhere near what I used to get with my old products. What did I use? I've used By Terry concealer and Laura Mercier, but I find Clé de Peau by far the best. Now onto powder. This is personal preference. I like to go over it with a slight layer of powder. This is just the Maybelline powder that I buy from Boots or the supermarket, and I just put a little bit on top, which will mean that it's not shiny under my eyes, but I'll still remain reasonably glowing here. And this is all designed to be done in like 10-15 minutes, guys, which is why I'm going super quick, and it means I can do this every morning. So I can look a little bit attractive most days, which is nice, because when I look nice I feel a lot nicer. So it's not, I don't want to look really made up or anything, and I don't mean to make a big fuss, but I do want to look nice. I definitely want to look glowing and healthy, not dead. So yeah, just put a bit of that on, and then I'll put a tiny bit on my forehead that doesn't have anything else on here for shine. And I've not put anything else on my forehead apart from the Red Correct. That is done, and next I go for bronzer, which is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Bronzer. Best bronzer I've used. I'm a convert. I don't think I'd change to anything else now. It's bloody brilliant. Angled brush, which is from Beauty Bay. Also a convert to that. Start up here and go along the bone. Do a bit up here and a bit down here so that you don't look, so it blends in naturally. And again on this side. Quite high up. When I read about it, I wasn't actually putting my bronzer high up enough. Got to go right up on the cheekbones and again underneath. And you might want to put on more than me. I do put lots on because I just want to look a bit pretty, I'm not trying to look gorgeous. Right, and then put a bit of blusher on, and I love the NARS. This is cute, little cute. My sister got me on my birthday. I think this is the Orgasm Blush from NARS, and I put a blusher on the cheek and also up the bone. And if I'm looking a little bit more dead than usual, I tend to put more on the little triangle of the cheek. I'm really excited to try my new ESPA face oil because I haven't had a serum for a while. I've just been using moisturiser. So I am intrigued to find out if I'll just be like, not only glowing, I'll literally look damp, I'll be so healthy. So hopefully in the light you can see that that's a pretty decent base. I've gone from dead to alive. What I will do is just take off the concealer off my lip. I know some people use it as a base, but I don't like it. I like to just have natural lips. We all know that I've tried lipstick several times and just feel like a bloody trout. I'm more of a gloss person. But yeah, I don't like makeup on my lips. Eyebrows wise, I will just give them a brush. I haven't got too much eyebrows, and after being microbladed a couple of times, you really can't do it again, if I'm honest. It does start to go like a tattoo. It goes a little bit bluey, and I don't know if it's just my skin type, but the ink starts to disperse after about a year and it just ends up a bit blurry. So they're not in great condition, but what I do use, that I've always had, is my trusty HD Brows pencil. You sharpen it with a blade and the end is like a point, which allows you to do tiny hair strokes. So I don't know if I'll be able to show you there because it's not clear enough. I will do it on the mirror, and it just lets you do more natural strokes. Don't know if I've done a good job there. Gosh, you can hear the dog snoring downstairs. Well, have a look, see what you think. It's not. My battery went, sorry, but I'm done. I just added some mascara and eyeliner, and I've just put on some lip gloss and tidied my hair. I've sprayed it within an inch of its life so it's smooth, and I'm quite surprised that I've turned out reasonably decent. In terms of my eyeliner and mascara, I'll just show you. It's a Clinique mascara, and I've used this one on and off for years. It's one of my favourites, high impact mascara, is that one? And the eyeliner is one, Inika Organic. I find this one is easy to not ruin. You just put a little bit on in the corners and it doesn't go wild like some of the other eyeliners. That came in my advent calendar. And my lips is my NARS lip gloss in Orgasm, which you get, there's a lot of it basically, but it's highly glamorous, I find. So I'm just going to sit here now in my spare room working, feeling really glamorous, because why not? Oh, millions of products I've got all falling out the cupboard. Oh God, really need a new bathroom. Anyway, it's a beautiful morning today. It was a lovely drive out this morning to PT, even if the sessions do absolutely kill me. So I'm feeling good. I've been out, I've slept so well this week and I'm so grateful for that. I've been reducing my medication that I take for my neck, and normally that results in a bit of insomnia. But I've slept so well. And today is the day that I've got the appointment with the consultant at the hospital I referred myself through Bupa to get another opinion on my neck, because it's been like 5 years of these painkillers and I don't want to take them anymore. So yeah, this afternoon I'll be meeting with a consultant and seeing what they think and what's possible next. I just haven't been on medication for the last few years, like your late 20s or whatever it was, early 30s. It's not nice, and they have side effects, and I don't want to take medication forever. So yeah, I took the plunge, put the referral in, and I'm going to see what alternatives there are. The other thing is with it, let me just put you down, where the pain is, the nerve pain is in my spine, where the discs are worn, all of my muscles here on my shoulders are rock hard, and they've been rock hard for years, which means I can't really go for massages or anything. It's really painful, so I don't really do that. I tend to just have a facial if I go for a treat or anything, but you know, that's not great. And also they just hurt in general life just sitting here because they're so tight. So I'm wondering if something can be done about that, but it would be good to get a bit of quality of life back, you know, being able to cook again and garden without help would be good. Yeah, and being able to work a full day at work without having to go and take a rest or a lie down or extra pain medication because I can't type for very long. That feels ridiculous. So fingers crossed, I'll let you know what it says when I get back. I'm going to get stuck into some work now. I've just been doing a little bit and my meeting's going to start in a minute, so I will speak to you later. Good morning. It's Friday morning and I've had a really great sleep. I've had some good sleeps this week, and I've just not long woken up and I've just been really lazy. The dogs climbed in the bed, of course, as soon as they were able, and the man cub was out of sight because he doesn't allow it. And I've just slowly gotten up, but it's a work day, so I'm going to have to get my skates on. But I wanted to show you something this morning. I wanted to show you the ESPA Skincare. So I haven't gotten ready yet. I've just put this headband on because it seemed appropriate for trying out new skincare. I don't even know how old this is. It's probably from the original 90s. Just having some tea. But we're going to get straight to it because I need to start work shortly. I am so looking forward to a rest this weekend. Yes, Dorothy, that's exactly how I feel, exhausted. Right, come on, go ladies. And I've bought a cleanser, which is a facial wash, I think. I love a facial wash. I do obviously wash my face every morning with water, but if I don't have a facial wash, I often feel like I haven't done it properly. And then we've got a serum, a moisturiser and a detox mask. Let's see what we've got. Oh, I love packaging. Just love it. Cute. So cleanser, oil, that's the moisturiser that I've been using already from my advent calendar, and a mask. Right, let's get cleansing. Let's go with the facial wash. Oh my god, the lighting in here is not very forgiving at all. I look dead. This is the first time you've seen skin in a year, I know. Sorry to alarm you. Right, Optimal Skin Pro Cleanser. So you put it on without a wet face. I like that. I like that in a product. This smells beautiful. It also says for maximum product to optimise, leave on for 15 minutes twice a week before rinsing away. I love the texture of it. It's got like an oil base to it, which is lovely, and it's got all these little particles in it, so it's like cleansing and lightly exfoliating. It feels lovely. Then says you can rinse off with warm water or a wet cloth. I love using a wet cloth, like a Muslim. I do look really brown. It's fake tan, just to make you aware. It's not that sunny this morning that I'm now golden brown. That is so refreshing. After cleansing and toning, warm a few drops in your palms and smooth over face. I'd love to. Ah, it's a dropper. For more than a few drops, guys. My face feels so dry today. That feels great. That's just gliding on. Gonna let that settle in for a minute. Okay, and then finally I'm going to try out the moisturiser. I say try, I've been using this one for a couple of months since I got it in my advent calendar. It's a great size. One thing that I've really liked about the ESPA products, even the shower gel that we used on our honeymoon, they just really, they smooth on. Love the texture, love the scent.